Guys and dolls. So, third attempt. You wouldn't know that, you know. You quite easily say, "Oh, I've just jumped on," but no, this is my third attempt. I just feel like it's going to be one of them days, you know. Rubbish. Don't like seeing rubbish like that here. I'm going to put it somewhere where I'll be able to get it on the way back. I won't come back this way. See, this is what I mean. It's things like this. Other dog walkers, you know. Yeah. 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to put this down here because I'm going to come out the other way. I don't want to carry it about with me. Oh, those kids, eh? But I don't know. Makes a wee difference, you know what I mean? I'm not don't get me wrong, I'm not one of them recyclists and all that ego warrior and all that carry on. I'm really not. This is my walk. And I came back for that medal. That's down there. I don't know if you remember. I came back for that medal. I got my mate, give me a hand in his van. And this is the first time I don't have a van, by the way. I've always drove a van. Oh boy. As you know, I've mentioned I used to be a scrap merchant. Well, say a scrap merchant. I used to do the scrap. Doing the scrap all my life since I was a wee boy, you know. Used to take batteries into the scrappies when I was like 9, 10 years old and then climb in at night and get them back and take them back in the next day and sell them again. Honestly. But don't get me wrong, they ripped us off constantly. I know that, you know. Yeah. But sorry I haven't shaved, guys. I'm gonna get on it today. It's too cold, really cold. It's getting a bit warmer now, but it was freezing first thing this morning. Like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, it was freezing. And I don't have any heating, as you know. And I need to like use the shower. I can shave in the sink if I squirt hot water into the sink from the shower head. But I may as well just jump in the shower. Do it in the shower like normal. I know you don't mind, you know. But yeah, just Monday, start of the week, guys. Hope you are all okay. If any are feeling a bit shit, send us a wee message. Like I say, I speak to some people on X. If you want to come on the X and send me a wee message, probably you have already. And it's really nice, you know. Come on, my boy. Yeah, it's really nice. And it is, you know, a wee bit all over the place this morning. Don't know what's up with me. I'm alright, like. But let's talk about some topics, some news. So I noticed Lake's post there was 25,000 or something like that came in already this year, and half of them have been on Stormers Watch, you know. And I don't really believe them figures, to be honest with you. I think it's a lot more. I think the government are hiding quite a lot, and I also don't think the government know the real numbers, you know. But like, he's got to be 5 minutes a day. I want you to sit down, and with them 25,000, just with the 25,000 that's come in this week or this year, which I honestly say 100%, there's a lot more than that. I want you to sit down and work out the sums, the benefits. So you know they can get 700 quid a month, and you know they can get 800 quid a month, and another £500 housing benefit. Then you got your dentist, your doctors, everything free, you know, legal aid, the lot. And when you add it all up, just do a 5-year calculation of it all, you know. And it's quite scary. You know, it's just this year, you know. The hundreds of thousands of illegal documented men, fighting age men I've came across here just for the benefits is frightening. And once they're here, I know people are saying, but you know, you're saying this, it's not going to happen because we're talking about it. I know, it's nuts, I know what I mean. But it's the same as the childhood abuse back in the day. Exactly the same. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was talking about it, you know. We were singing it at the football games. That's Cecil Smith. There was a song about Cecil Smith, the politician. Research his name, Cecil Smith. And we used to sing it when I was 9, 10 years old. We used to sing at our football matches. I was at Linfield, still am a Linfield supporter. And at Windsor Park, we used to sing this song about this character being a pedo. Honestly, like. Because we didn't have the internet, you understand? We didn't have social media. Nothing like that. We had fucking phones. You had to go a mile and knock your mate's door to see if he was in. You know? And if he was in, it wasn't, then you'd go a mile all the way back. You know, to discover that he just came as you left. Nightmare. But you know what I'm talking about. He's been there. He's all, you know, most of these guys, I see the algorithms and it's mostly people 30s to 60s and above. And yeah, that was, I suppose, our way of screaming out, telling people what was going on. This is happening, this is real, we know. Nothing done about it, nothing. So it's a wee bit like that, guys, with this carry on. I know, we all know, you know what I mean? I know. But once they're here, once they say they're not well, mental health, sore back, that's it. And believe you me, once they get a taste of that, there's no going back. You know, once they get that maximum, that $2.5 grand, and a wee bit on the side, a wee bit of this and a wee bit of that, you know, they can boost their income to about $4 grand a month without hardly doing anything. You know? So think about it. Why would any man that gets that go, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna work. Okay. I'm gonna go on a building site and move bricks as a labourer all day for half that amount of money. Quarter of that amount of money. They're not doing it. And this is a problem with society today. There's no way people, once they've experienced that benefit, and I'm talking about our people, once they've experienced that big payday every month for sitting on their arse, and then they get a car, they're not giving that up. They're gonna lay it on even thicker to make sure they never get it taken off them. Jeez, oh. But that's the world we live in, guys. What do you do? What's the solution to it? Yeah, what is the solution? Do we stop it? Do we cut the money down? And then what about the people that really need it and deserve it? You know, it's a really, really tricky one. I wouldn't like to have to deal with it. You know, I'm not saying that it should be, you know, I'm saying how it should be, but I'm not saying that there's any solutions, you know. But yeah, it's frightening. Frightening the situation that we're in with that benefits carry on and the illegal immigration. You know, I'm going to put my body warmer. It's all a pill. All a pill. I have to stop smoking. Seriously affecting me. I can feel it, you know. Not at that stage where I'm coughing my lungs up, but I have been. And to be honest with you, like, can't afford real fags, so we buy the cheapies, you know. Plenty of places to get cheapy fags. So you're talking, I can go right down to £3.50 a packet. That's what I can get. So it's 35 quid for a box, you know. But the going rate's a £5 to 6, right up to 7 quid, 70 quid a box. Depending on what fakies there are, whether they're fakies or whether they're just real ones. Because you can get, like, if somebody say takes a lorry of fags, then anywhere, you can guarantee you'll hear about it, and there'll be cheap fags and they'll go real fags, you know. It's the way it works, you know what I mean? Yeah, but by the time the wee corner shops get their nitty hands into it all, there's nothing left for us, guys. And just going to take this off, guys. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Just make sure I've got everything. Yep, okay. Better hang it up, eh? No point just leaving it there. That's my what is it called? Canada Goose. Canada Goose, 800 quid's worth. Fake. Fakey. You know what I mean? Don't do designer clothes, you know what I mean? If I can get a designer, like, that's good. That's top of the class. I mean, you look at that and you'll not be able to tell that. You wouldn't know. Nobody can know. There's some really good fakes out there. But yeah, that's the way it is. Working class. All that's safe. Everything, anywhere you want. You can get loads of people do fake stuff, fake fags. You know, vapes. cannabis vapes, everything, anything. Yeah, I can get anything, anything. I mean anything. Oh, you know, it's just the way it is, and I'm not the only person. Everybody's like that, you know. Well, not everybody, but most people, you know. Yeah, I could do all that. I could sell all that. You know, I've got friends that could do me deals and wholesale and wait for the money and everything. You know, give me a tick and on anything. I mean anything from drugs to fakes to fags to whatever. You know. But I wouldn't do it. It's not my cup of tea. I'd rather go outside. You know, truth, honestly. I would never sell drugs. I would never do that. You know. And but like I say, I'm not. Fuck, I am. I'm not gonna lie. Don't like drug dealers. But that is what it is. You know what I mean? Another reason why I'm here in Scotland, not in Northern Ireland. Yeah. No time for drug dealers. Especially when they masquerade as a multi. You know, some of these guys haven't even been involved. You know, they join up after the ceasefires. Fuck's sake. They jump about getting on their soldiers. Fuck's sake. It annoys me a wee bit, you know what I mean? It really does. Because I've seen the persecution of real loyalists, like real, true, in the heart, you know, real loyalists, and I've seen how they've been persecuted, and in some cases unalived, because of their stance against drugs. There's so much money they made at it, you know. It's a touchy subject. You've got to be careful, you know. Got to be very careful. And yeah, there's so much money to be made at it. It's difficult, very difficult, you know. But it is what it is. Bigger men than me have to deal with that, like. But hope you're all good. I'm good, you know. Bit tired, bit cold. Here's a wee bit foggy. Don't know exactly what it is, you know. I'm at a stage, I think, where I might even put this out. You know. I know I've said that before, but yeah. But everything is good, you know what I mean. Like I say, buzzing over the weekend with Tommy on my post. It's just like, it makes it worthwhile. That's just like a wee bonus for me, you know. And I was worried at first. I was like a wee bit, you know. I was like, oh, this is gonna go viral, man. I was like, sending my mother-in-law, like, oh, and they were all so excited for me. All my friends know the passion I have for Tommy Robinson, because, and I keep saying this to guys, you know, it's like, I am not like that. I don't just have, you know, my heroes are back in the day, you know, guys. It's like, I can't really, don't know how to say it, but I'm not that kind of guy that just like gets all hingy about a guy. But fucking hell, I can't help it with Tommy. When I've seen what he's went through, you know what I mean? And oh, you know yourself. You must have read his books. If you haven't read his books, read his books, guys. You know, if you're wanting a clear understanding for a guy, you know, get his books. You know what I mean? I've got to read the Quran one, because he's done one about the Quran, and he's basically translated it into our understanding and telling us exactly what they mean. And I've heard it's quite bad. It's quite scary, and I think I'm scared to really read it, because I'm a kind of guy that when I get involved in something like that, I've got to deliver. You know, I would get frustrated, angry. I would be on here ranting and raving. Why are we doing this? Why are we letting these guys in? Look at this, look at this, look at this. You know, I know exactly what I would be like. Right, we'll go through here. I don't really get a chance to go through here, so we don't. But we'll do a wee circle. I'm going to do that hill again. So I am, because I just need to get a wee bit fitter. But I'll show you where we are. Quite nice. Another thing I need to say before we go any further, there's been a few people, no on here, believe it or not, because I know you know I don't edit videos. I don't know how to edit videos on YouTube. And But whenever Tommy hingied that one, a lot of people were saying, oh, it's edited, something dodgy about this. It's not edited, I promise you. I turn my camera on, take the video, and turn my camera off, and then upload it up. And I've seen what they're talking about. It jumps, I think. And I don't know, obviously, it's not an iPhone or a top of the range phone. It's cost me £15 a month. So it does for everything from my data, my phone calls, and my messages. And it's a Motorola phone. And it does everything I need to do. But obviously this camera facing me, the one with the screen, jumps a wee bit. But I don't know why I just don't turn it around. I think it's something about seeing myself so I know, like, the back, can see the background, and I can turn around now with this selfie stick and you can see things behind me. So I think it's just this camera facing in. I'm just going to make sure it's clean, just to make sure. Yeah, I think it's this camera facing me. I think it's jumping. I don't know. Maybe it's because, I don't know. I don't know why it does that. You know, probably a flaw in the camera. Like I say, the phone's a wee cheapy. And it works, but it does the job. You know what I mean? I am going to get a better camera. I promise you I will, because I want to capture this in HD. You know what I mean? That, because I've seen other guys doing it, and it looks minted. But when I put mine on the big screen, it looks terrible. It looks like it's a wee cheap phone from the 90s. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely going to get that. I think it's like, I don't know. I thought this phone, because it said 50 thingy on it, and the iPhones and everything else had the same, so I just went with the camera and thought, well, this is the same sort of thing as iPhone with the camera, and it's all right when you're watching it on a small screen, but as soon as you put it on a big screen, it looks terrible. It looks terrible. And I want to get all these wee things right, so I do. I just, if I'm going to do this, and you know, and you know how difficult it is, I may as well just get it right, you know. We'll get there, you know. So I need to get a microphone. I'm going to get a wee microphone as well. It's just, you know, it's hard work. A lot going on. Got a baby coming and everything. It's, you know, I'm trying to do everything. Then obviously survive, you know. And I'm not wanting people to feel sorry for me or nothing like that. I really don't. I'll get by, you know. I'll get by. Let me straighten this up a wee bit. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Monday morning. I'll probably do another video later, a wee bit better video, and I'll have some topics and stuff like that. I just like saying good morning to you. I'm thinking about getting a video done for the next day and putting it out in the morning for people getting up and, you know what I mean? Because that's what I would do. I would wake up and stick YouTube on and just check out all my favourites to see if they've dropped any videos or if I missed anything from the night before, you know. I got a message, not a message, but Paul Thorpe. So he commented on one of my videos and I was quite chuffed with, like, you know. It's kind of a bit of hassle, isn't he? Like, you know what I mean, and stuff. But it's easy to judge the guy, you know, because I'll be honest with you, I did judge him a wee bit, you know what I mean. And I'm gonna be totally honest, you know. I just thought he could have, you know, stood his ground a wee bit more. Don't show, you know what I mean. You know, I understand not everybody's cut out for this, and prison does terrify some people. I get that. Guys. I know you hear it going by sometimes when I'm on my videos, so there you go. That's what it is. Come on, boy. There he comes. Yeah, I just, like, when everything was going off and everybody was panicking, people were leaving the country, I just think everybody overreacted. And that was another reason why I done my videos. To be honest with you, it was like, because I seen every single patriot go like that. And I'm like, that scared me. I'm like, what? You know? And obviously it was a combination of my daughter and all the rest of it, but then that was a factor. And I felt I had to go out and set markers for people and let people know, oh, you've got a freedom of speech. You're allowed to criticise the government. You know, you're allowed to criticise the policies. You're allowed to criticise illegal immigration, undocumented men coming into the country. If you're sitting in your council as left feeling everybody around you and everything's going wrong in your community, you can complain about it. It's your God-given right in this country. It's your God-given right. Just don't be hateful. There's no need to be hateful. You've got to always understand when you're doing these things. you can't tar and feather everybody with the same brush, you know. And you've got to understand that it just takes a few bad eggs in any community to turn everything upside down. And you've got to be aware of that. And that's it. It's as simple as that, guys, you know. And like, I just see, like, Paul, he was brilliant. I liked the way he done his stuff. He was like, he could just talk like me. And then he started reading everything, scripting everything and editing and, you know what I mean? And I was like, not disappointed. I understood why he done it. I just thought, you know, I felt he could have, I don't know, be a wee bit more braver. And I don't like saying, I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sorry, mate. I don't mean it like that. I just think it scared a lot of people, seeing the people that we look up to sort of go underground a wee bit for a while. And it wasn't just Paul, it was everybody. Everybody just went, phew, and panicked, you know. And obviously it was because of this fake post this guy in Pakistan put together, and, you know. And the thing is, you know what I mean? None of these guys done it. They never retweeted it. They never said nothing about it. Tommy didn't say a word about it. You know, didn't say a word about it. But yet he still got dragged into it. He was on holiday with his kids, oblivious. He's with his kids, hadn't seen his kids for ages. You know what I mean? I can imagine. You know, you're not going to sit there on your phone with your kids. You know what I mean? You haven't seen your kids for ages. And trust me, that phone would have been off. It would have been kids. And he would have wanted to let his kids know that this was their time. You understand? So, you imagine, like, in the middle of that, then that newspaper doxed his address. Horrible, horrible, horrible human beings to do that, dear man. They need to be held accountable for that. Honestly, like, you cannot dox people's names and put their lives in danger when they're with their children. Never mind just doing it when they're on their own, you know. I keep saying, if it was the other way round, and I was to do that to Hamza's Yusuf or the Lord Mayor Khan, and I doxed where he was online to everybody, all the far right and everybody and all that. Not there is far right. I don't know any far right, to be honest with you, but whatever, all the crackpots out there, wherever you are, and I dox it. This is where Khan is, right at this minute. I would get done for that. We would all get done for it, but yet the newspapers are related. They protect beasts. They protect child abusers. They protect illegal immigrants. Oh, we can't give their name out. Can't even give their name out. And the papers all go, yeah, well, yeah, don't complain. They don't say, well, we give everybody else's name out. Why can't we give these guys' names out? No, none of that. So they protect them, but not Tommy. Can you see what I'm saying? It's like, you could pick things all day long. I mean, I could seriously do a video for 2 hours without looking at anything, without reading anything, and give you example after example of crimes committed against a man where people have got scot-free. They've got their license. They've got a license to do it, you know. They've got a license to do it. And I know I'm going back on, but it's difficult not to talk about it, guys. You know, I'm sorry, but it is difficult not to go down that road. You know what I mean? I'll do a wee video this afternoon about me, you know. Tell you a couple of wee stories or something like that. Can't find it's hard to find good stories sometimes. Don't get me wrong, it's some of the good stories I have to be careful, obviously, for legal reasons, you know, and also got to protect friends and stuff like that. But no, I'll think of some. So definitely, so much there. But it's always trying to find that thingy, you know what I mean? And I know, I think most of you love Tommy Robinson or have some sort of respect for him. He follows me. So I'm not particularly bothered about going on about him all the time, but you know, I want to try and bring a bit of variety, and but I also want to leave stuff for my walk and talk at the end of the week, you know, and you know, to be honest with you, it's like, it's just like I've said to you, it's just like being out with my friends, because I've got to walk so slow as well with my boy. I don't walk slow. Everybody knows I'm a really fast walker. And sometimes ridiculously fast. You know what I mean? I don't even realize it. Just like I just don't. If you're walking, I don't see the point in walking slow. It drives me mad. See if I'm with my mates or anybody or my partner is pregnant. Oh, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Like I'm having to stop and wait, and I'm trying to be a good boyfriend and be there and hold, like put my arm so she can hold on to my arm and everything. But it's a nightmare. And so, cause my boy, he's like so old now. So he is. He's so old. Come here, son. Hey, that boy. Look up. He's so old. He's only got one eye. Well, his eyeball's there, but you could put your finger almost. You could touch it, and it's gone. Vision's gone. And I've got to walk really slow. And it's nice being able to chew the fat with you guys. You know what I mean? And I hate that it's not a great video. You know what I mean? I'm just rambling about nonsense, and you know what I mean. But like I say, I'm not trying to trigger any. I'm not trying to clickbait or anything like that. I'm not trying to like win views. Like a lot of people's missions, just get as many views as possible, get as many subs as possible. Get that me pound sign up so people will give them money and that. And see, to be honest with you, like with the carry on with past 49, sort of understand that a wee bit, because if you are bringing content and people are interested and you've got problems and you do need to spend that wee bit more money on security, then I do understand. I don't think people would be bothered throwing a pound, you know what I mean, or 50p or whatever, to help you out. I'm not at that stage yet. I'm quite, I'm okay. I'm good. Like I say, like boy. I don't have any fear. My biggest fear is the government. It terrifies me. I let my mind. Do you want me to be honest? When I think sometimes I'm an overthinker, so I am. And the only thing I worry about, as far as fear is concerned, has worry about something happening to me, is the government. Because I know things about the government. I know that the government could lift me off the street anytime they wanted, and they wouldn't care. Even if he's all going, "Where's freedom, Dad?" or my partner and my mother-in-law, some mates, they would probably think it was gangsters, the IRA, or I've just went away and done myself in and I really secluded a place and where nobody would find me. That would be the three things that would go about. Nobody would ever think that the government would roll up somewhere in their van, injection, and then God knows where I'd find myself. Because when you're talking about the elites and what they do, you can go down some rabbit holes, it is scary. It is really, really scary. And it's almost like unbelievable. Because you think it's the government. No, it would never do anything like that. You really don't know. When you're going, I'm talking about the royal family. I'm talking about the elites at the very top. The people that run the world. That cabal that run the world. I mean, you have somebody like me saying what I'm saying. They don't like that. They spend their time going around. They'll have people, units that concentrate on going around social media, watching out for people like me popping up. Because nowadays, there is no victims. Okay? There is no victims. Because they've learnt their lessons from the 60s and the 70s. That these kids get older and start talking. And so many young men in their 20s and 30s have just died in very mysterious circumstances. Like a heart attack when they're young and stuff like that. And, there's just so much that I know. And it's stuff that I know that I'm scared to talk about. Because once you start talking about it, you're putting a target on your back. And like I say, I'm horrified of thinking of what. We'll go down where Sammy is, my wife. This is where my wife's ashes are. I haven't been down for a wee while. So we'll go down there, grab my jacket. Come on. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it at that, you know what I mean, guys? But, yeah, that scares me. Of course it scares me. See, if it was the IRA or anybody else. They're no messing about. They're no wanting to lock you up in a room and play fucking horrible torturing games with you, and pay back. You know what I mean? Because these are the most evil people. Right, I'm going to tell you this. This is what you got to understand. This is what's going to make it really clear for you, right? And this is, I'm sorry, but this is dark, okay? So, if you've got all the money in the world, you've got to try and put yourself in these people's shoes, like the Prince Andrew and Dodi Fayad and Epstein and Puff Daddy, Biden's. Put yourself in their shoes. Imagine what it's like to have everything ever in the world. Imagine what it's like having so much money in your bank that there's nothing that you desire. Now, people don't understand this. The thing about life is it's a funny old thing, because the saying that money doesn't bring you happiness is so true. Okay? I lived like a pop star. I lived like a football player, you know. I had so much money because of I was a bank robber. You know, I never went without. And even though I was never at the stage I'm talking about with these characters, I know what it's like. It doesn't bring you happiness. I used to give it all away. I used to give it to my mates and buy my mates stuff and take my mates on holiday and help out mates. And I just loved being able to help people. And that, honestly, I know you may think I'm maybe, but I promise you, that's the way I've been. And I don't know, I'm annoyed at myself for being like that, because I give millions away. And I mean that, millions I've given away. You know, the police say I'm responsible for £900,000 worth of bank robberies in Northern Ireland, right? And I've given millions away. I know that, you know what I mean? And but these guys aren't like me. They don't give a penny away. That's why the rich are rich, because they don't give nothing away. That's why I'll never be rich. So you got to put yourself in that. Like, try and think about it. Try and think of having all the money in the world, right? And everything that you desire right now has the person you are watching this. Everything that you desire, the fast car, the big house in the country, the horses, whatever it is you're into. Imagine having all that, and it's 20 years later. You've done everything. You've got your boat, your jet ski, your speedboat. You've got a multi-million. You could live in this boat. It's that magical. You know, you've been everywhere in the world. You've tried every food, every drink. And there's nothing left. Now, I don't know exactly what that feeling's like, but I can assure you, that must be horrible. Having so much money, but have no desires, have no wants. You know, the thing about having no money is we are constantly dreaming. We're constantly thinking, one day the lottery or the football bet, one day, you know, and we're not even dreaming about big yachts. We're just dreaming of getting our own wee place, a bit of land, a wee farm in the country, you know, goats and a couple of cows and milk, you know. Most people's dreams are like that, you know. And taking your loved ones away on holiday and stuff, and helping your children out, you know, with a big lump sum. You know, that is our dreams and goals and ambitions. You know. These characters aren't like us, you know. So when they get to that stage where they've got no dreams, desires, or ambitions left, it must take them to somewhere that, I don't know, I can't explain it. But these are the people that are involved in satanic ritual child abuse. And it's rife. It's rife. I'm taking a big risk here now. You know. It's rife. It's right through Hollywood. It's right through the top of, you know, the top of our celebrities and that. You know, and that's why they're all quiet as well, because what happens, this is how it works. They go to parties and they all get drunk. They all take their whatever, you know. And then there'll be a room, something's going on, and then these people will get involved. There'll be cameras, there'll be photos. And then when they're getting asked to get involved in some sort of ritual, and they go, oh no. In the light of day, soberness and all that, oh, nah, look, you're getting involved. You can't just come in the R club and say you're not, once you're in, you're in. These days, they're not letting anybody out. Once you go down that road, these big, rich, multi-millionaire celebrities, oh boy, getting a drink. Nice fresh water for him. Nice wee burn. We'll go this way, son. No, we'll go down. This is where something is. These people, there's no getting out of it. There's no getting out of it. And this is how it's so widespread. This is why Edward Who didn't get to jail. You know, I touched on it, like, but I'm telling you now the facts. This is why Puff Daddy won't get to jail. This is why Epstein died in jail. Yeah, there's things I know. You know, there's things I know. Let's say, could you imagine a child? I know people like, I don't know this person, but I know other people with photographic memories because they're used in the paramilitaries for things, right? And some people have got a photographic memory. There's nothing, once they look at something, it's there forever. Honestly, I mean, license plates, documents, like a full page of documents, they can read it, and once they read it all, it's like they've taken pictures of it. And I can't explain it, but there's people like that. And could you imagine somebody like that and memorise the bank card number? Let's say somebody like Prince Andrew, you know. It's rife through our elites. It's common. It's got to a stage now where they don't care. They know we can't do nothing. They've got who they want in power, the Stormer, and it's going to get worse. I'm not going to ask you to go down that rabbit hole, right? I'm going to tell you not to go down the rabbit hole, and I fucking hate this, you know, because I don't want you putting yourselves in any risk, you know. That's the truth of it. You know, it's too dangerous, guys. It really is. It's too dangerous. I'm taking a chance doing this. I'm not going to touch on it much, to be honest with you, because I just don't have the Ganulas down there to do this. I really don't. I've got a wee girl in the way and stuff, and, you know, like I say, I'm more scared of them than I am of the far left, the IRA, or anybody. And I mean that, like, you know, at least the IRA are just going to whack you. Most people just whack you. They don't want to hang on to you, keep you somewhere for ages and ages, you know. So this is where my Sammy is, my wife. Spread her ashes here. Took me 3 years to do that. That was a wee bit of closure for me, I think, you know. And it's a beautiful place. There's deer in here. There's woodpeckers. There's buzzards' nests up above us. It's a really lively wee part, you know. We called it Woodpecker Alley because the trees down there coming up, they're more damaged because of the woodpeckers. Woodpeckers like kill trees, so they do when they put holes in them. And if they do it over and over again, the tree just loses out and basically dies. As you can see, all these trees are full of leaves. But as we get further down here, quite a lot of them have fell over. But there used to be a lot of woodpeckers when we came here. Not so many now, for some reason. I haven't heard them for a wee while. I think I heard them last year for the first time in ages. But when I first came here and I was walking around here, I used to hear them all the time. And you could get a stone and tap it against the tree. You need to get the right tree. It's got to sound hollow. And you can wait and listen, and they'll back because they think it's a rival. So the reason why woodpeckers mostly do that is to let other woodpeckers know this is their square, this is their bit. You know, stay away. You know what I mean? Because you'll hear one woodpecker, then another woodpecker, and that's when you hear two. That means they're fighting over a territory. One's pushing into the other one's territory. And I don't know anything about woodpeckers. I'm just telling you what I see. So as you can see with these trees, some have still got leaves, but as you see further down, they're getting a wee bit. There's no leaves, you know. And if I turn around, you'll see abundance of leaves all the way down. Yeah. As I get there, and I'll show you some more trees. What we like for time? 39 minutes. Sorry, guys. Smoking. Sorry about that. Yeah. So I'm not going to touch on that anymore. I think you can understand. I think I've explained it to you in a way where you know it's not a conspiracy theory. You know, I'm not like one of the ones that go blah 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 blah, and then you're left going, it's a bit heavy duty. Oh, I really know that. I hope I'm letting you understand it in a way that lets you know why they do it. You know, because that's a big one. You got on. Why would it doesn't? You know, if you're not attracted to children, then you just can't get your head around it. It doesn't make any sense at all. You know. Um, it is. It's like it's fucking mind blowing. You know what I mean? You know, you just a simple thing. How can you get turned on? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you know, if you're a man, you need a woman, an experienced woman to enjoy a night with a woman properly. You know what I mean? And even if she's younger and giggly and all that, push you right off. You know what I mean? You're like, you know, so it's like, you know, I'm just trying to be as honest as I can here, guys. You know, see, look at that tree. That's woodpeckers that's done that. Yeah. So they like up at the top, they'll go round, and then it weakens the tree, and then the winds snap it like that one there. It's just snapped. That one snapped. Quite a lot have came down. You can't really see. There's quite a lot lying on the ground. You know, there's another one coming up as well. Sorry, guys. There's another one coming up. Yeah. So as you can see, it's pretty bare here. You know what I mean? Compared to where we just came out of. Yeah. So there's a stump there. The stump there. There's another stump sticking up over there. There's another stump there. There's stumps everywhere. So there's a tree that's fell there right beside me there. Big tree there. There's the odd idiot there. You know. That's a wee bit of everything today, you know. Wow. Jeez, oh. There's that. Feel sorry for this tree. This tree's struggling, like it's trying to come back, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Where is she? It's behind that one there. Trying to get it right. So that's that one. Yeah, it's just there. If you look up the way, you'll see, yeah, there, that one there. You see it's burnt at the top, but it's got a bit of green at the bottom. Yeah. So yeah, hope you understand a wee bit why these characters do, and why it's the elites, why it's the most famous, why it's the millionaires. Yeah, it's almost like, in every way you look at it, we're nothing to them. We're like ants on the ground that they can just pick up or stomp on whenever they feel like. They don't, honestly, we don't mean anything at all until we start doing stuff like this. Yeah. Like, you'll never ever come under the radar, you know, because you're insignificant. Like I say, you're nothing more but an ant in millions and millions and trillions of ants, you know. But if one of your man starts sticking up and start shouting, "Oh, why are we all doing this? Fuck these guys, all of us, there's more of us than them, let's all attack." You know, basically that's what they feel like. This is an attack. Me talking like this, you know. And you know, I don't know what else to say. I can't not talk about it, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. You know? It is what it is, guys. But I hate to go down that horrible road again, and it's not nice, and I apologise. I really do apologise, guys. I'm sorry for taking you down that road. But on a good note, everything's good with my partner. Big massive bump. Baby's kicking. Baby's been kicking for ages. You know what I mean? She's freaking out because stretch marks and all that. You know what I mean? Being sick again because it's the end, coming to the end. Being sick, feeling really sick in the morning, sore stomachs and all that and whatnot. It's quite funny, you know what I mean? Because, you know, women are quite, you know, thinking when they're pregnant, all that goes out the window. And yeah, and a good night last night. Went round at her mum was there and that, and we had a laugh, you know. I had Sunday dinner round at her mum's. This is nice, you know, because I really had. I had my mate who used to make dinner for me every day after my wife died and that. But that was it, you know. I used to always love. I would always like people like some of my friends would invite me for dinner. I would never ask anybody, but I used to be choking for because like when my wife died, I didn't have a cooker. I hadn't got things together. I was like just basically working off a microwave for ages. I didn't have my wee campfire, my wee camping stove that I have now and that, or the slow cooker. You know, I was able to get all them when I got that money for the £40,000 for the story of child abuse thing that you are going about. So I got bits and pieces then, but at first it was difficult. Yeah, but yeah, getting there now. Yeah, everything's sort of falling into place. You know, I'll get there. Everything slowly but surely. Get the heating sorted out hopefully before winter. But if not, I'm not bothered. You know, I mean, I'll be okay. And yeah. No, it's because of the heating. They put a heating system in and it didn't work. And it kept breaking down. And then they told me they were going to have to rip all the floorboards up. And I just lost my wife. And I was like, I didn't want people in my house You know what I mean? My wife had died up in the bedroom, you know what I mean? It was like, just didn't want anybody in the house. And yeah, that's just and they just don't care. Nobody cares, you know. This is the thing. You got to understand. I say it, well, funny was, you know, I really did was waiting for people to come and help me and that, you know. And nobody cares, guys. You really, you know, when you see people's going through like grieving and all that, you've got to pop in, especially men. You know, take some food round to them, some cooked food, because they won't be eating properly. They won't be cooking for themselves. I promise you. When you lose a partner, somebody you've been with, I was 17 years, you know what I mean? But some men, like 20, 30, 40 years with their loved ones, and then they lose them. Vice versa, women as well, you know. It is really traumatic, guys. It really is traumatic, you know. Um, my God. It was more, without doubt, the most traumatic thing that's ever happened to me in my life. 110%. Stuff that happened to me when I was younger. I was, that's gone. You know what I mean? Forget about all that, you know, but this, as an adult, a young man, whatever, you know what I mean? That was the most traumatic thing I've ever had to deal with. That nearly broke me. I've never been close to breaking. Like I said, I died and came back and, you know, I'll tell you about that. That was a bit of an experience, so it was. Well, I'll keep that for another one. I might touch on that later on. But, so difficult, guys, losing a loved one. So you must reach out to people around you know. And you may think they're unapproachable. But and even if they say no the first time, don't give up. You know, don't feel bad that you've took mints and tatties round and they knock it back or something. You know, try again. You know, leave it at their door, put it in their hall, whatever, and then tell them to leave the bowl outside when they're finished. If you know what I mean. But like honestly, you gotta get good food into them. Potatoes, vegetables. You know what I mean. They need good food. It'll kill them if they don't. The trauma will affect their body, and I promise you, it will kill them. I don't know what it is, but honestly, I've been no well. I feel like my body's changed since Sammy died, you know, because of what I put my body through, not eating and stuff like that. And I lost 3 stone. I looked absolutely terrible, you know what I mean? To be honest with you, I'm still trying to put the weight back on that I lost. You know, I was quite big and solid and muscly, and I'm just struggling, you know what I mean? Because I've never eaten, my belly shrunk, you know. So when I eat now, it doesn't take much to fill me up, and I can be really, really hungry, and then I go to eat, and then a couple of mouthfuls and I'm stuffed. You know, and I need to see the doctor. I need to speak to the doctor. It's a nightmare, you know what I mean? It's been a nightmare. But like they have pulled me back last week, and this is the thing, you know. And I've got to make an appointment and get bloods taken, and I haven't done it. So I'm going to do it today. I'm really bad for that, you know, because I'm just constantly like worrying about my partner and making sure everything's all right. And then I've got other friends that I'm helping out, and people that I've met on here that are really struggling with their mental health. That I phone, I maybe spend 40 minutes to an hour on the phone at a time with these people, and maybe 3 people phone me. That's 3 hours a day. Sometimes I'm talking to some people, and I'm just non-stop. And then I'm doing videos. I'm editing videos. One of my mates, Unite the North, they send me some videos, not very often, and ask to help. Can I help? Could I take this out, add this? You know what I mean? You know, if they want sound removed or something like that, I'll help them out like that. Because, like I say, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, but they don't even have a clue now. You know what I mean? So we're all sort of learning together. You know. Um, but I'm sorry this video is a wee bit shit, you know. I really am, guys. I'm all over the place, but Mark, I suppose you get days like that when it's just things don't flow. You know what I mean? I'm just glad I'm not that with like all that angry way and all that and emotional. Like I know it's getting a wee bit long, but I know you don't mind. I know I've got really good followers there that enjoy my videos, and like I say, a lot of people say, "Oh, you got to keep your videos shorter." You're not going. People aren't going to be asked watching it and not going to be bothered with you and all that. So what? You know, 50 EVs are there wanting to watch my videos. That's all that matters to me. You know, like I say, it's all that matters. It really is. It's all that matters to me, guys. You know, and the fact that yous are here watching my videos to hear what I say blows me away. I'm so grateful and feel so don't even know what the word is. I know you're all saying all sorts of words. Sometimes I'm good with words, sometimes I'm not good with words. Like I say, I get brain fog all the time and it stops me, you know what I mean? And because what I've done to my body when I was like a 10, 11, 12, glue sniffing and all that, it's done some sort of damage. And then I've taken some amount of blows to the head. honestly, like, I've taken some, especially, like, I think I took more blows to the head when I was really young. Yeah, I've been beat unconscious, and fuck knows what's been happening to me when I was out. The worst one was on the bridge, coming over from the city. Got caught by the short strand boys, and oh, that was brutal. I just remember a car stopping, because it must have looked terrible. I think it was 5 or 6 of them, and the last thing I remember lying on the pavement, getting beat, was seeing a car stop and a foot go, and them saying, "Oh," and that's the last thing I remember. I think my body was hanging on, to be honest with you, because they were kicking me to death. There was so much hate, and I was about 14, 15 at the time, and this guy must save me as far as I'm concerned. Like, and I think they all run off, and he got me in the back of the car, got me in the hospital. Yeah, a couple of things like that. So I know there's done some sort of damage to my brain. You know what I mean? It's a cause of something, some things that I struggle with. Um, but no, yeah, I'm all right. I seem to you see I'm doing all right. Like, you know what I mean? But I think I could have been so much better. You know, and doing things and cleverer and a wee bit sharper, and you know. Um, but yeah, but I'm not going to go on and on. See, I'm just jumping about different topics. Like I say, my head's just a bit scotty today for some reason. Just don't feeling it. It's weird, very weird. But guys, I love you all. I really love that you see my videos, and I'm sorry this is a wee bit downbeat and whatever, and you know, but there is going to be days like this, I suppose, and it's raw, it's unedited, it's me, you know what I mean, and you know, it's my day-to-day life, I suppose, you know what I mean. But before I go, like, I was at the garage, and the girl behind the thing, he was like, yeah, it's getting really cold. I'm like, I know, and this is when the old folk are going to suffer. She goes, I'm one of them old folk, and she looks really young, but she's nearly 70, right? And I'm like, well, she's like, yeah, I'm losing, got my £300-400. I'm like, you're kidding me on. She goes, no. She goes, I have to work part-time. I'm like, you're kidding me on. You're a pensioner. She goes, yeah, I have to work part-time. I would like to get her on camera, you know. I'm going to ask her, could I come in and just do a wee quick video just so you can see, you know what I mean, how bad it is, you know. She shouldn't be working. She shouldn't have to work part-time, surely. I can't make any sense of that. Like, I thought once you retired and got your pension, you had enough money to relax and enjoy yourself. Honestly, I really did. I never, because I don't know nothing about it. Like I say, I don't know nothing about these things, you know. Um, yeah, it's a strange one. Very strange. I couldn't tell. I don't even know how much people get for a pension, to be honest with you. I don't think I'll ever get that pension age. This is why I never care about it, you know. And obviously because of prison and all that, and probably no paid money, national insurance. You know what I mean? I haven't even signed on the brew for quite a long bit of my life, and you know, just like I say, when I went and get a bank account, they asked me where I'd been. You know what I mean? Didn't even know what a national insurance number or nothing. And that was not long ago. So yeah, it's not something that concerns me, like, but yeah, I'm talking about it, so I'll need to sort of do some homework. But guys, I'm really sorry that this is one of them videos, and I feel like it's not one of my best creations. But I will get better. I'll promise you. I've got so many things in my head right now. Like I say, I need to get some microphones. I want to sit down with a couple of people, but I need to get a couple of microphones. That, you know, then I got to work out how to get the microphone connected to the phone, because I need to have 3 phones. You know what I mean? So if I'm sitting down with somebody to bring you some, I'm going to bring some amazing stuff. And the way in my head I would like to do it is have a camera on him, camera on me, and a camera on the two of us, and then just run them all together, right? Um, and then what I would do is I can do this all myself. I could edit them. I could take, you know, I could take a clip of each bit and join them all together so it looks really professional. You know what I mean? It's gonna obviously the way I do it's gonna take ages and ages and ages, but it would be worth doing. It would be the first time I do something like that. But my problem is trying to work out how to get the mics, because I don't want 3 phones with 3 different mics. You know what I mean? So what phone do I connect Wi-Fi the mic to? You know, the 2 mics. You know what I mean? So it's trying to work all that out. I think I'll need to look at some YouTube videos. I don't have any creators around me to help me. I don't have any, but I've got this amazing woman. Amazing. You'll see her pop up in my comments. Amber, you know what I mean? She give me a dongle and I don't even know how to work it. I can't get the app. I can't find the app for it because it needs to be connected to the phone. When I turn it on, it doesn't do nothing. And it all lights up. It's one of them uh, Gimbal 3, I think it's called. Osmo or something like that. It's a 3 and it's grey. It's got a wee charging port on the side that you can put your phone, like when you put your phone in it, you can, if you run out of battery, it's got a wee battery pack in the handle. It's amazing. And it like stayed smooth and I can control it with the buttons at my thingy. And when I'm going, I can like, it won't shake and it won't be cut. I don't know, well, it probably will still look as if I'm editing. But no, it'll be a totally more fluent and I think it would be better videos. You know what I mean? And I can't work it out. And it's driving me mad because, it's really frustrating. If I had an iPhone, it would be different. You know what I mean? It would be a lot different. It'd be easier. So I have had iPhones before, so I might go back to an iPhone. Well, we'll see. Come on, my boy. It's okay, son. You can't get a... See somebody on the other side of the river. Come on, son. That guy over there. There's a guy walking. Come on, boy. He'll come. Slow on the uptake sometimes. Come on, wee man. Here he comes. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there. I will get thingies, you know what I mean? And I promise you, I will bring some good content. It will be all different and, this is just a wee thing between us, you know what I mean? Once I bring out different content, I imagine a lot of people will watch it that don't watch this, you know what I mean? Because it will be interesting. People from the working class, people that you wouldn't meet. Sort of people that don't have voices as well, you know what I mean? Forgotten souls. Yeah, a couple of wee things, and I'll touch on other stuff this afternoon. I'm not going to go on and on. Listen, guys, thank you so much. I'm again of Forest, Freedom Dad 73. You all know me, and thank you so much for staying to the end of this not so good video. But I'll do a wee video. I'll drop a video this afternoon, and I promise you, it'll be a bit more interesting, and I'll be a bit more upbeat. I'll go and get a coffee. The coffee's been upsetting my stomach a wee bit, so but I'll get a wee coffee, see if I need a wee spark, you know what I mean? It's like I need a wee kick, I don't know what it is. It's the only way I can describe it. No, I don't take drugs, you gotta understand. I think somebody said, oh, it's because I wipe my nose and I do my nose runs like fuck. I've done it for years. As soon as the cold comes, my nose runs. I can't take coke. I just can't. For some reason, it makes me depressed, All my friends know this. Everybody around me knows this. So I wouldn't be able to come on here and lie, because I would just look foolish. I would look stupid, I have taken it. No two ways about it. I have taken it. I've tried. Sometimes when, I'm with my best mates and stuff like that, and it's there, and, go on. I have tried it, it's not for me. It just puts me out. I'm like, before that, and then I go and take that shitty stuff, and then, boom, I want to go home. I want to be with my dogs. I want to get in the bed, chill out, watch YouTube. I swear to God, that's how I feel. I don't want to be around people. It makes me worse, so I don't take it, guys. Don't take anything. I would never take anything like that. That would, like, uppers or anything like that. I wouldn't take any psychotics. I can't take volume neither. It sends me nuts. Turns me into an absolute animal. I don't know what it is, but geez, mental. It's like I really do become like that mental case in prison, and I don't know what it is. It's just something not right. So I don't touch them. Can't take them. Oh my God. Yeah. So quite forcing it that way because it's all around me. All these things I'm talking about, it's all around me. All around me. So guys, have a good day. Monday, I know. Maybe it's just that Monday feeling, and I'm getting a bit worried because it's coming to the end of the, what I mean? My girl's getting big. She's got a hole in her heart, you see. So she's got to be monitored with heart surgeons and stuff, and I don't know, all these mad names. And coming to the end, it's apparently the baby can put pressure up the way or something, and it's quite worrying. I'm really worried about it. And it's only because of what I've been through and the people, I've lost everybody I love, And to be honest with you, I'm absolutely terrified. In my head, it's like, because I'm used to everybody being taken off me that I love, in my head, she's going to get taken off me, and I know you're going to be saying, don't think like that, Freedom Dad. You're not doing yourself any favours. I can't help it. I can't relax. I can't just like, oh, everything's going to be fine. I can't even think about what it's going to be like with a baby here. Because in my life, when I think and look forward to something, it never turns out. Like I say, when I got out of oh, he's all right, mate. He's just a bit funny. He's half, boy, be nice. Sorry, buddy. Boy, be nice. He's just half blind. And he's just, I don't think he really knows.
She just normally lays on floor.
Oh, I know. That's good. You know what I mean? That's good that they're interacting a wee bit.
Yeah.
So they are. Is it a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, that's him. He'll be in his element, so he will. He likes his girls. Come on, boy. Come on, son. Boy. Come on. Come on. Come on. He's a bit deaf as well. Come on, son. Thank you. See you later, buddy.
See you later.
Yeah, I can't. Like I say, when I tried to kill myself, that was because I spent that sentence thinking, this is what it's going to be like. I'm going to be doing this. All my mates are going to be there. Oh, yeah. Feed them dance back out. Yay. You know what I mean? And it wasn't. It was the opposite. And it was horrible. You know what I mean? And there's loads of stuff like that. When I look forward to something and I have this thing built up in my head, it never works out. It works out the opposite. So I'm terrified to even, I can't enjoy the feelings that other people have of imagining what it's going to be like with the baby. I can't, you know what I mean? And it breaks my heart, you know. All I can do is pray to God that everything's okay, that he keeps my partner safe and he keeps my baby safe. And the two of them are with me for a long time. That's all I can pray to God for, and that's basically it, guys, you know. I don't understand it. I don't know why I am like that. And it isn't nice. I promise you it isn't nice. I've had this all my life. And it's really weird. It works both ways. If I think if I think I'm going to get into trouble, I don't get into trouble. If I think I'm not going to get into trouble, I get into trouble. It's like there's somebody there purposely messing with me. Somebody, I don't know. It's just weird. You honestly don't know. And another thing I have never told you about, the number 37 and 73 are in my life constantly. And I mean squirrely. Like 37 views. When I turn on and see something, like 37 views. If I turn the TV over to Snicker, it'll be 73 score. You know what I mean? Turn over to watch the football, the time will be 73 or 37. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of the number doing this. And I don't know if it's because there's quite a lot of numbers when you're doing stuff like this. Views, likes, you know, subs, you know what I mean? But, geez, oh. And it would be, I would look and it would be 377. 3 or you know something like that. It's any. I promise you, people that know me, that have been around me, know this, and even they go, "Wow, I don't." This isn't a word of lie. Before I started doing this, for 4 weeks, 3 weeks out of them 4, I've went on the bet 365, right, and I've done a bet. Now, some of the bets were like £7.43, whatever I had left in my account. Some of them were a fiver. All my teams were like, there would be 8 or 9 different teams. It was all different prices. And I would just put that money on. And 3 times out of 4, inside, I don't know, 6 weeks maybe, the amount that I was getting back was either £37. There was one that was 37.37p. £37, 37p. On my mother's life, I'm being totally honest with you, it is, I don't get freaked out, but this is on a different level. And if anybody understands or knows anything about this, please let me know, because it's really, really freaked me out. It's been going on since I met my wife, that number. It's been going on for 20 years. And before my wife died, it was there. And now I'm seeing it again. And it's freaking me out. Even my partner's like, wow. Because I'm able to go, look at that. Look at that. Every time, look at that. Every time, 37, bang, 37.37. You know what I mean? 373 or 737, you know, just constantly there. So yeah, it's mental, innit? It's mental health. I know that, you know what I mean? And maybe I'm looking for it subconsciously, I don't know. But yeah, it's just part of what I go through. Listen, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for getting this far. I'm sorry it's long, but I'm going to throw it up as soon as I get in the house. It's better with the Wi-Fi. And it'll be up in about 15, 20 minutes, an hour, maybe. I don't know how long it takes. But thank you so much, guys. So much love and respect, and God bless you all.